Many of you don't know this, but when I looked into going to the hill, it was a difficult process, and I really didn't think I was eligible to go. But a miracle happened, and I found out I was going 2 days before. So when I found out my senior year would be spent at the hill, I promised myself to be completely focused on trying to get myself to the next level. No distractions, just completely focused on improving as a player and as a student. And this chance to go to the hill was my big opportunity to get myself in shape and get on the right track and get me on the road to Division One college. That was my mindset about attending the hill. I wasn't thinking on making friends because coming to the hill was for a specific purpose. It sounds selfish, but I wanted to represent Six Nations, Native people, my people proudly, to be able to succeed and show that younger generation that they can come to the hill and prosper too if they chose to. So when I got here, I was like, oh crap, I forgot that this whole process is making friends and communicating, which is something I struggle with. At my old school, it was always the native kids who stuck together and never really separated themselves from each other. So I never have been exposed to other diverse girls or groups. I remember going. I remember being more scared of used girls than I was scared of Carly, which reversed during the during the year. I was more which reversed during the year, and I was more scared of Carly than the girls. I didn't know how to act in front of yous. I didn't know what to say, so I felt like an alien meeting an alien. Or imagine a Six Nations girl meeting a girl from Oshawa or a girl from Orangeville. That back in the day was always rowdy games when we were enemy teams, so I felt like an alien for a good couple of months. And so trying to stay focused like I planned was not helping at all because this whole journey is nothing unless you share it with someone else. Sharing it with someone else makes it a whole lot more enjoyable and easier. I was on guard for a bit, and to be honest, I was always on the lookout for fist fights because I thought the enemy aspect would eventually pop up, but it never did. When Tess, Deeks, Bales, Teeps, Hogarth, Klooch, and Carly finally brought up our games in the past, we laughed instead of fought, and I think that's when I started to let my guard down. It was a long journey, and I actually give props to the seniors who have completed more than my long 1 year because the hill is hard. Harder than I had anticipated, but in a good way. These challenges I faced this year have made me grow personally, physically, socially, and mentally, and I truly feel that succeeding here has given me confidence in myself for the rest of my school years, and I feel like I can handle anything after this. When they say the highest level of achievement, they really mean highest level. Everything here is to make you challenge yourself, push yourself, but with time, days become easier as long as you dedicate yourself to keep going and to never quit. After being uplifted and a little less awkward, I felt like I belonged to the hill. Carly said, here at the hill it's cool to try hard. It's cool to have good grades and study hard. And she meant it. I was surprised at how hard my peers worked and my team. I was surprised at how involved they were in their success. The actual turning point for me was in late November and things started to become overwhelming. I remember taking protein powder and putting it in my water. Worst thing to ever do not ever do this. And I drank it before workout, thinking that it would magically get me motivated to work out. Later I learned you have to take protein drinks after a workout and take it with anything other than just water. So Tess, Bales, Deeks, Hogarth, Brenna, you probably don't remember this happening because I didn't want to tell anyone. Like Carly says, don't show no pain. Well, I took it to the extreme, and I didn't tell a soul that period that I could not see. I was blind the entire workout. My head pounded, I had a blurry vision, and I felt like I needed to throw up or just pass out. I couldn't have told you how I managed to get through it, but I magically did. So then after I dragged myself to class still thinking I needed to throw up, and of course my first class was doing an English test. Let's just say I tried to finish, but I couldn't handle the pounding anymore in my head, so I left to find Advil. I ended up waiting for Aaron to go find Carly to help me, and I was in the bathroom holding my head and so stressed out. I just couldn't handle it anymore, so I just started crying. I started crying in the bathroom and questioning why I was here. What the heck am I doing here right now? At that point, I was bawling and I had snot all over my face when Carly came in. "Lindsay," she said. I was like, ah, crap. Now she's going to see me crying. And I actually wanted to just keep the stall locked, but now I had to tell her what was up, and I opened the door and I saw Carly and Aaron. Carly, I think, was used to seeing the girls cry because she had a calm and concerned look on her face, like she was ready and prepared for this to happen. But when I saw Erin, she did not look like she was calm. I don't think Erin was ready to see me cry because she looked like she was about to start crying with me. I told Carly I was just stressed out to the max and I couldn't hold it in anymore, so I just broke down. She took me to Tori's office and I sat with Tori, Carl, and Merrick, and they just reassured me to keep going and that it's okay to cry, it's okay to feel a little stressed. They were the nicest people and the only people I needed at that time. And then Merrick says, "So was that helpful? What happened?" And I said, "Well, I took the protein drink wrong and I think it might have been outdated too." And Tori just cracks up laughing. She's like, "Oh my God, yeah. Well, you're not supposed to do that. You need to throw that out. Ew." I threw it out, Tori, so you're welcome. There was more breakdowns this year, but I don't want to relive those moments. After that, I just kept going and pretty well was focused the whole year, and now my dream of playing Division I lacrosse is coming true because of the people that helped me achieve it here at the Hill. So I achieved my goal while making long-lasting friends and tons of learning. To my team, to the girls, #1 team in North America with a 13-player roster, not too shabby. Compared to what I've been a part of, this team has been by far the best team I've ever played on, and it was a pleasure learning from Carly and Tori. Even though I showed up to 90% of the practices scared because I never knew what to expect, after we had got it done, I felt proud and I felt like I overcame my fear, which left me feeling like I accomplished more of an inner barrier than physical. Carly really tested our mental toughness and taught us that that is what really gets us through. If you are not confident in what you're doing, then it will be a rocky road. So believing you can do something and focusing on the positives rather than the negatives will help you keep to striving. So my advice to the freshmen, sophomore, juniors, future seniors, and the ladies moving to the next level, when things seem to be getting stressful, to remember to breathe, go find a quiet place, cry, scream, shout, speak, or just find silence for a while, to reflect about your issues and understand that they are little obstacles to overcome. And I feel like you'll keep trugging along and to get through. I have so many people to thank for helping me do this. And it's a miracle that I got here and a miracle that I made it. And somehow was privileged enough to get the opportunity. I guess I have to start with Coach, the Miss Legendary Carly Quinn. Carly, I can say that you're the best coach I've ever had. And what makes you a good coach is that you're sincerely involved with all your players, and being this young and emotional, it is really important to have that connection right now. You're an excellent coach, an all-around awesome person, and once I come back from college, I want to give back and start coaching like you did and use your methods. And I'll most likely give you a call one of those days and ask for some advice on how to coach. So don't change your number. Being here for only 1 year has been so much learning. This whole ride with you guys over the year has been one of the most challenging things I've ever done, but I'm extremely glad I came across so many good, humble people to get me through it. When I say get me through, I mean if it wasn't for you helping me just a bit at a time, I don't know, I don't think I would have made it all the way through. Everybody here at the Hill is sincerely involved in this process and in guiding you and changing your mentality. It is not me anymore, it is we. Thanks, boys, Carly and Tor, and I hope you guys enjoy your night.